Yesterday was a dark day.
As we have seen car after car getting stuck here in some of these high waters.
At the United Nations Security Council, food as a weapon, creating a global food security crisis.
Yo, what up? It's Donut, and you tuning in to all your Illuminati news. We warned that over the weekend would be destruction because of the demon star in the sky plus the occult numerology in the dates, having the two Illuminati numbers, 51 and 201. Pattern recognition over the weekend, 7 separate things happen, plus flooding, just total destruction. And we're looking out for the date July 29th because of all this same numerology. The world has 10 weeks supply of wheat, expert tells UN Security Council. This is seismic. And 10 weeks from that date would be July 30th. The Economist magazine has been predicting what's to come for years, as it is owned by the Rothschilds, and it's Biden versus Xi Jinping on the occult wheel, because the calendar and the occult calendar, I mean, there's so much stuff hidden in the world. Jordan Maxwell used to say that the world is stranger than you could even imagine. Everything is so hidden from us, what's really going on. And at the end of the day, you really want to connect with God and with yourself. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that the entire society is in conspiracy against the self, against somebody who is an individual. We see this 51 Illuminati number popping up quite a bit as Tom Cruise made $150 million on Memorial Day. 51 people shot on Memorial Day weekend in Chicago. Johnny Depp awarded with the $15 million. 105 birds found dead in the streets of Victoriantown. Horrific. The Bilderberg Illuminati meeting, which has been hidden in the mainstream media, denied its existence until the 80s. It's been around since the 50s, creating the EU and whatnot. This is the top Illuminati CEOs of the pyramid. And most of the stuff they're talking about is AI, as AI is this demonic, vril energy communicating in its own language. And reports are coming out now saying, yes, exactly that. Stuff that we've been talking about for years now is now mainstream media. But this Bilderberg group has 150 invitees. You got the 51 in there. Usually 120 show up, which is the 201. Walmart opens a massive 1.5 million square foot distribution center. The show The Office, my favorite show in the world. Their address 1725, you add that up, it's 15, and they got the 201 episodes. There's so much occult stuff happening in the world. The World Economic Forum, when they had their Great Reset meeting, it was the 51st World Economic Forum, the 51 for the Great Reset. What's happening? Where they speak about digestible microchips, mind control using sound waves, but they delete it. Mind control using sound waves, the Great Reset, you will own nothing and be happy. But this mind control using sound waves, they remove this from their website, but they can also control the mind through LED light bulbs called optogenetics. The entire technocratic system, all the elites that run all the electronics and social media and all this, all use symbology. The Order of the Eastern Star, you could see is Google. Google uses the colors of the Order of the Eastern Star with the pentalpha, the inverted pentagram that you see the Satanists use as well. This is a very ancient symbol before the Satanists were even around. But this is an occult symbol, the pentalpha, the 5, as we got 5 stars aligning all throughout the month. You got the new Illuminati show, Penta Verate, Penta, the 5. There's a lot of 5 stuff happening. And tomorrow will be a 666 date. And Apple, who has the bite of the apple from Genesis with the serpent, you know, the story, you put those 2 apples together, you get an alien head. There's an alien there. But they're putting on an event on this 666 date as they sell their iPhone for $999. Upside down, that's 666. The first Apple computer was sold for $666. And you can see one of the heads has horns on it. But the symbology even goes into the movies. This whole simulacrum to connect you to the Neuralink, to connect you to the brain chip, using people like the Kardashians, reality TV stars, an imitation of an imitation. This is the simulacrum that we're in for you to imitate. So body modifications leading up to this point of implanting these body modifications into your brain. You can see here, their apartment is 322 Skull and Bones, November 18th date, the 322 day. Drake has a song, November 18th. Jonestown Massacre happened November 18th. Army PSYOP became a formal regiment November 18th, the 322 date. We see the Queen with her Jubilee going on. Her friend has the pentalpha, the pentagram, and the square and compass. This is interesting. At this pyramid in Mexico, if you clap your hands where the stairs are, a bird sound happens when you clap back at it. Sound propagation and reverberation. Hard word for me to say, reverberation. But if you look at a diagram of how that works, it looks just like the square and compass. Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan. JP Morgan sunk the Titanic with the 1,500 passengers. The same time that the Russia ship was sunk for this war was the same day the Titanic started sinking. All this stuff happens on certain dates. It's a history repeating itself. It's rhyming, like Mark Twain said. And Mark Twain also was part of this club, Bohemian Grove, where all these Republicans go and get male prostitutes for them, you know, weird stuff, and go worship Moloch and this huge owl and do a effigy, a mock sacrifice. It's very, very weird that your elites, your rulers, your kings and queens do this. I'm getting off topic, but with JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon's warning of an economic hurricane. Very interesting terms, using water, hurricane. Hurricane has a lot to do with the waters, because there's the hurricanes in the ocean. An economic hurricane, and he was bailed out, because when everything's maritime law, so when you're on a ship and it's sinking, like the Titanic or the US economy or the global economy, and it's sinking, it needs to be bailed out so the ship doesn't sink and go underwater. This is why you got underwater when you're in debt, your underwater mortgage. This is why there's Shark Tank in whales that buy crypto. Everything has to do with maritime law. Elon Musk is tweeting about chemtrails, Freemasons, Illuminati. He's the one who's going to put you up to the Neuralink. Everyone trust him because he's pro-free speech, they say. Well, he's the one who's going to be microchipping all y'all brains. We see some other occult numbers happening, the 33. Biden says another 33 million bottles of baby formula has been shipped to the United States because we're in this food shortage thing happening. They're all warning us this. Smart people are warning of this. So we got a link down below if you want to get some food storage. If you can't afford the food storage that we're selling for the same price as the distributors, go to the store, get some spaghetti, get some rice, get some non-perishable foods. Get some beans, canned food, ramen. I live here in Arizona, and there was one of these shootings that happened here over the weekend. I was saying there's something that's going to happen over the weekend because of the 201 and the 15, and it happened right in front of the street that has the 201 in it. I find that very interesting. It looks like this page doesn't exist anymore. What I was trying to show of this kid who robbed a grocery store, emotionless. He had no emotion. And that's the problem with society, is they cut off their emotion. That's why narcissism is such an epidemic, because of the lack of feeling, the lack of self. Because you want to be an individual, you got to be connected to your emotions, because your emotions are part of you. Our society has cut off feelings through a lot of mind-altering substances and whatnot. That's why narcissism be happening. This is interesting about the whole B stuff, is the Illuminati was called the B Order. Napoleon Bonaparte was known as the B. But we even got Winnie the Pooh, right? Winnie the Pooh coming out is an evil Winnie the Pooh. This is all propaganda for war. Just like Maverick is wearing the Taiwan flag on his back, it's war propaganda, the most popular movie of the year. War propaganda for Taiwan chip shortage and whatnot. This is why, look, it's right there on the Economist cover. Xi Jinping banned Winnie the Pooh because they said he looked like Winnie the Pooh. So Xi banned Winnie the Pooh. And now we're coming out with an evil Winnie the Pooh. What perfect propaganda for the subconscious. People don't even know what the heck's going on. I don't even know what the heck's going on. The beginning of knowledge is knowing that you don't know anything. Because it is very, very strange what's happening. You got the Johnny Depp trial. They're wearing the bee lapels. This is all symbolism. Steve-O, the new movie he's in, is very much about bees. These are rituals. Jake Gyllenhaal wearing the dress. All rituals. Gas prices. AAA warns this is the calm before the storm. Jack Harlow, Illuminati celebrity, promoting KFC chicken. Just like Ye, just like Kanye, promoting McDonald's. They're all owned by these corporations. McDonald's is a Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, who wants to put you on the bacteria meat, buying all the potatoes and turning Mr. Potato Head into not a Mr. anymore. They cut off Mr. Potato Head's potatoes. Jack Harlow's got a new KFC meal being released on this 666 day as well. And as you can see, the Colonel KFC on his gravestone, he has the Freemasonic compass because he was a 33rd. But while inflation's happening and gas prices and food running out, nobody's gonna notice because they're looking at Ciara twerking while in the background the destruction is happening. The Queen met with Illuminati puppet Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, who told you to stay home and be a good boy and girl. You Americans, you better be good. You better be a good like you're a child. And his son has the Illuminati pyramid, just like Impulsive. Jake Paul has the Illuminati pyramid tattooed in the same spot. He met with the Queen and said that she loves James Bond's drink. Well, James Bond is 007, which goes back to where the Facebook logo comes from, like this occult stuff. Google is using occult colors in their logo. Facebook is the 2-ball cane, and that goes back to John Dee as well. John Dee was known as 007, who coined the term British Empire, a cultist that worked for the British Empire. And it gets much, much deeper. It gets so deep, I mean, you can't even cover all this in just one video. Russia talking about taking out the West with 4 different missiles with their Satan missile. That's what it's called, Satan missile, and it's the checkerboards. All these countries are working together. This is all a global reset for something crazy that is about to happen. Anyway, it's Donut. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Today's June 5th. Tomorrow is the 666 day. June 24th is another 666 day. June 28th, Elon Musk's birthday, the same day that World War I was kicked off as well because of the Franz Ferdinand moment. History just repeating itself. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share out this info. If you want to get prepared with some food storage, click that link below, and God bless you. Yo, what up? It's Donut. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all your Illuminati news. All day, every day. Make sure you get the Donut Illuminati book. We cover transhumanism, digitization of souls, satanic rituals, all the crazy stuff going on in the world today. And if you like this channel, go support us on Patreon. Cheaper than a bag of Skittles. And if you want to survive during the dope apocalypse, we got food storage. Buy yours today.